I'm Shanice, and you're listening to SHANIS SPEAKS. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of SHANIS SPEAKS. I am Shanice, and this is technically episode 5 of SHANIS SPEAKS, but really this is season 2 because I haven't made an episode in not many years, only 1 year, but that's not the point. Today's episode is about music, my number one love. And we have a very special guest today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, I'm G, double up G, if you like. I also love music. That's one that was like my first bestie, so glad to be here.
It is currently still early in the new year, 2023, but there has been a lot of new music that's come out recently that has got us thinking about where and what the music industry is, like where it's going and what it is and what the message is of these songs, specifically with hip-hop and rap, I guess, and R&B as well, I think.
Okay, so I was wondering, I'm a big-breasted woman. I was just wondering, where's all the big titty songs? There's all these big booty songs and shake it this and big mama that, but what about us?
I noticed that especially when I say recent, I mean more recently as in like the past 5 years. A lot of the songs that are coming out are more so focused on bodies of women or feminine human beings and what all of that, booty can do for them. And I don't think I can think of one song where the butt is not the primary topic and maybe it's the breast instead. I think that it's a slight shift has been made also because of what has been popular, especially like models. There's been a thing where you had to be super thin and no breast, no butt. Everybody had to be like a stick, and then all of a sudden they were like, you can have curves but not too much curve. Not everybody can be huge, but if you're small then it's like nah, okay, but if you got butt is good. But if you don't, it's just really weird.
Yeah, because it's different types of skinny. It's different types of fat. If you fat with a big booty, you're not fat. You thick. If you skinny with no booty, you're not skinny. You too small. You can only be big booty, small waist. Whatever variation you want to be at, you're fine. But anything else, good luck.
I think it's really weird, first of all, that is even something that is so common in music, because I guess that also feeds into what younger people think that the expectation is when they're looking for a new relationship. When I think about butt versus breast in music, is that Kanye West video. It was like, I forgot what music video it was, but I'm gonna insert a clip.
That's right, girl. I told you. When he get on, he gonna leave your ass for a white girl. What, you want, a Barbie? What about all of this? You just want some tea? What about the ass?
In the music video, Tracee Ellis Ross and Nia Long were in it, and there was like a stopping point where Tracee Ellis Ross was like, y'all always care about the breasts. What about all of this? Because Tracee Ellis Ross doesn't have like huge breasts, but she has a bum. And so that kind of got me thinking, like, there must have been a shift. They probably used to care about it more, and now it's like the opposite end, literally. So when did that shift happen, and why did it happen?
I think that goes along with the popularization of Black culture. Because before it was like, white women, blonde women, big titties, but they don't got no ass. But now it's like Black culture's in the forefront now. Is whatever the rapper's talking about, that's what you need to be looking like. Big old booty.
I think since like BBLs and stuff like that has been more talked about, and like that's the go-to thing now. That's all they see. That's all they talk about. They're like, yeah, they talking about stuff that's going on in pop culture, so it's gonna be a trending song. Or even if it has that catchy little, 16 bar for TikTok, because TikTok is the whatever. So if they can make a little shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake to that little one part about big booties, then it's good.
Rest of your song, nobody knows the words to. But that one part where you said, shake, girl, shake it, you famous.
Right. We talking about the music now. What would you say that music, when you were growing up, what would you say that music sounded like for you then? Or like what kinds of music did you listen to, and what did, like overall, what would you say the message was when you were younger?
Okay, so my mama, she 90s girl, she played all that Drew Hill and Jolie C, Casey and JoJo. A lot of it was like heartbreak or like something that sounded like a love song, but if you listen real closely, it's like, is this love? I don't think so. It sounds kind of horrible. Most of it was about love, or she was a big R. Kelly fanatic. Most of the songs were about sex. So that's pretty much what music consisted of for me. Love and sex.
So what would you say now?
I would say the exact same thing. And it's not just about love and sex. I feel like the love that it's about is toxic love. Like, at least back in the day, even if they were saying horrible things, it sounded really good. Like, you could get away with playing this at your wedding. But nowadays, it's like, I hate my girlfriend. I'm finna go cheat on her right now. Like, this is not what I signed up for. None of this it doesn't even sound good. It's just being me.
What do you think caused that shift in particularly like the sound of music? Like, do you think it's literally like how they're saying it, or is it just, you know, maybe like the production of the song, or what makes the music now, like even though they're talking about the same things, what makes it so less desirable?
I feel like it's too easy to get famous now. Like back then, you gotta play like 7 instruments, have a range of Beyonce, every song, you gotta have the best bridge, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, crank them out, they're talking about you. Don't lose them record deals, don't lose your spot on Nike or whatever, you know? I feel like everybody trying to do, they worried about the quantity of content rather than the quality.
I think especially with the rise of social media, it's kind of so easy to be seen and to be heard from, you know, all over the world, that people, I feel like in a way, because it's easier to get popular, they're like, okay, I could just do whatever. We look at, you know, some random person who
right.
who just came out last week and they got the #1 trending song, and they're like the most streams or this, and they're like, and they're comparing it to who we would say are the legends or the icons from before, and they're like, you know, why aren't they getting that? And it's like, because social media.
That's another thing. Back in the day, you had to buy people records, you know, the solo album, a single made a difference with the album, because now you gotta buy a whole album to get that single. But now it's like screaming. You don't know if you're fucking listening to the song. Like when them Justin Bieber fans wanted his song to get popular, they were just playing the song randomly all day on different devices. Like, I think it holds less weight. You can't compare this artist to that artist from back in 90s when you have to go to the record shop and stand in line and stuff like that. Now it's just like, I might listen to it later. I don't know. Maybe when I'm playing the game.
I don't know if I can say I dislike or like the way that things have turned out, just because, for example, me, if I wanted to say I really want to start being serious about playing the piano and making music, I can easily go on YouTube, post a video, and say it goes viral. Then boom, somebody picks me up, and I'm the next SHANIS.
Yeah.
I'm the next me, because I'm, you know, hello. But that would be cool. So I can't really say, like, you know, the way the things have turned out is like whatever. But
no, then it gives people opportunities people you would never even think to look at. It's like, now they're making money.
Yeah.
Like what's her name?
Quinta Brunson?
Yes. Look, she went from Vine to getting Oscars and Emmys, whatever she getting. She doing good.
I love Quinta Brunson. Yeah. I love her so much. I was literally her for Halloween. But anyway. What would you say song or lyric would define your past 2022 year?
Okay, it's an old song. Bear with me.
Okay, you have one? Because if you don't, I'll go first.
I do.
Okay.
It's kind of sad, but don't laugh at me. All right, so I think my 2022 song would be "Up Against the Wind."
Who's that by?
Some young woman. It was in the Set It Off movie.
Up Against the Wind. That is yeah. That's the sad song, yeah? Wait a minute, was that the song that Cleo had went out to?
Yes. And like that moment makes the song so much more sadder than it is. Like, it's a sad song, but it's also, I don't know, it feels like a poem.
Yeah. I need to listen to that song again. I don't think I've ever listened to that song without seeing the visuals. So it's kind of difficult. Even though I'm very much of a soundtrack person, for some reason that specific song I haven't really got around to without watching that clip. But I need to give that one a spin, because I want to like not think about it as like this tragic dying moment.
Yeah, and she was spitting. I don't know who wrote that song. She wrote it herself, but she was spitting for real. It reminded me of Cranes in the Sky.
Cranes in the Sky is such a good song.
As soon as the song come on, I'm weeping.
Shout out to Solange, because actually the intro song to my podcast, SHANIS Speaks, is Mad by Solange, which is off of the same album as Cranes in the Sky. For 2022, a song that really kind of would sum up my year would be Sour Flower by Leanne La Havas. I think that's how you say her name. It's the last track on her album. Like a self-motivating song. Like, I'm in a position where, like, I'm done playing these games with y'all. I'm on my own time. I'm dancing on my own, rhythm to my own drum. And I'm living life. If you need me, I'm here, but I'm not, I'm not just gonna have people waiting on me or walking all over me. And I think that in 2022, especially me, living on my own and doing all that stuff, I just felt like I was like, I'm in my new element. Like, I'm in my new grown woman stuff. What would you say your 2023 song?
So, As by Stevie Wonder. Gonna have to go with that one.
As by Stevie Wonder, yes, a good track.
I just want to be full of love and love myself and love my family and extend as much love as I can. And I don't want to be fearful about expressing that love.
I love that. My song for 2023 would be, I don't know, I can't just pick one. I would have to think of a time between two songs. So my first song would be Enjoy by Janet Jackson, because it's kind of just like, I just want to be in this moment and I just want to have fun. I just want to live life. Like, whatever happens, it's going to happen, but I want to, look on the brighter side of it all. And the other song would be Everything Is Gonna Be Alright by Infinity Song, which is a group that I got into a couple years ago, but all of their songs seem so like uplifting. Like, it's just like empowering. Like, you got it, girl, keep going. I'm just like, yes, I will. So I guess we'll be between those. But
that's another thing I want to get into. How do you think music shapes how you view things, or do you think it does that?
I think music has a huge impact on the way I live, breathe, and experience life in general. Literally, like, first of all, not only do I wake up to music, I go to sleep to music, and then throughout my day I'm literally listening to music. And so especially when I'm listening to certain songs that may be motivating or encouraging you to see life in a different light, I'm like adapting those ideas as well. But when there was a period when I was only listening to these depressing songs. I'm like, my life is sad. My life is always going to be sad. And, everybody around me is so happy and they're probably seeing me hurting and they don't care. And then I'm listening to all of these words. I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's right. And so I'm just kind of like, it's like feeding it. It's like always, not saying that whatever music I listen to, that's going to be how I am, but it can turn out that way.
Yeah. But you know what? I feel like I'm the exact opposite with sad music, because it's like, wow, somebody went through the same thing I'm going through or similar, and they felt so strongly about it. They moved them so much that they wrote a fucking song about it and put it out, and it just made me feel not alone with all very things that I feel.
I think also with like movies and stuff, like dang, she living my life story in this movie, or she's singing my life story in this song, which is so interesting how we sometimes can like disconnect ourselves from like other human beings. Like, hello, this is all life. Like, so when you hear a song or see a movie or meet somebody who can share their story and yours can match up, it makes you feel good. Not good that y'all both experiencing the whatever, but also just like, dang, like I'm really not alone. So I really appreciate that point. of that way that music actually can help us in life.
Yeah, that's why music and movies are like so amazing. It strips us of our individuality that we so falsely like to wear. Like, it's 8 billion people on this planet. There's no way it's just you going through this exact thing. Yeah, and like, I don't like, if there's a new album I want to wait. Like, I waited so long to listen to the new Coco Jones EP album. I'm not sure what it is, but I waited so long to listen to it because I'm like, I want to put my headphones on and I want to be by myself and I want to experience the music. Like, she not making this for her health. Like, she put some thought into this.
Are you excited about any albums that you want to check out soon to come, or have you recently gotten into any new artists that you would like to share with the people so they can also check it out?
I'm waiting for Beyonce to keep whatever she's doing. You can't promise us multiple acts and then just disappear. But, I won't get into that because it makes me emotional. So, some artists, I've been just listening to some 80s music. I like The System. Yes, The System. Let me see. I have an 80s playlist.
You need to share it with me.
Oh, yeah, I definitely will. I always love the Isley Brothers. They're like, how? They all sound like so angelic, but I know they all beat the crap out of you if they had to. That's insane. But that's another thing. Oh my God, I'm all over the place. But like, I feel like back in the day, people were fine with like living their little street life or whatever and being their macho men, but still singing love songs that still sounded beautiful. And I feel like they don't get the same range now. Like, I feel like if somebody on the street, they feel like they gotta be a rapper and they gotta talk about that stuff and they gotta be hard.
Yeah.
But the Isley Brothers, everybody knew. They knew they weren't the ones. And they could sing whatever the hell they wanted to sing.
I think that's interesting. But, I didn't know that.
You're like, what?
Look, I'm just now learning. As a person who's listened to country music my entire life, when I see posts about people saying, whoa, look at these black people singing country, I'm like, y'all, like, hello, do you realize black people literally invented country music?
Like, my grandma, she religiously watches the rodeo. Like, black people are country as hell. Look at your roots.
I guess just to kind of connect to what you were saying, like, people don't have to actually, like, do a certain thing or how they look or whatever. Now all of a sudden I'm starting to see a lot more people, especially people from the South, which is what is popular to them, what they probably,
right, you listen to it anyway.
Listen to it, and now they're coming out with more like country or rap country, all of that stuff, which is really cool to me because I love country music.
People are like, yeah, I can sing whatever I want to sing. Just knowing that, like, you can do whatever. Like, look at Doja Cat. She did a rock version of Say So. It was amazing. You can do whatever you want to do if you're good at it.
I really love the whole idea of the genre-less albums or like multi-genre albums. So for example, with the Renaissance album, there's so many different layers to it. There's so many different, like, we got the disco, we got the R&B, we got the country, we got a whole bunch of stuff, really. And even with the SZA SOS album, and
it was a song, she sounded like Taylor Swift. Like, she was all over the place. She made a rock song. She was just, but they were good.
I think with music also, it's kind of like a cycle. Like, disco was in like the 80s or something, or 70s or 80s, and now it's kind of like coming back. More people are doing it, and I love that because Donna Summer. Hello, I love Donna Summer. Like, I love Donna Summer, but
and it's extra era. Like,
yeah,
thank you for being the extra bad bitch. Like, Apple stilettos in the mall. Like, mind your business.
Yes. There is an artist named Yola who says that their albums are genre-less. And so they also have like multi-different, sounds to that one album. And I remember when I was in isolation for COVID a couple years ago, and I was just listening to all of the songs. I'm like, whoa, this is awesome. This is awesome. And so I just really love that more people are becoming more experimental with their sound, with their look, with their, physical look, like what they perform in, but also with music videos, with performances, because everything, I'm not saying that every part of that is necessary when you're putting out music, but it definitely complements it. And for it all to like somehow have a cohesive theme is really cool.
Like, you put effort into this. Like, this is a project for you. You spent months of your life putting this stuff together for us. And it's appreciative. It's like, oh, I'm dropping another EP next week. You drop one every Friday, 10 songs. Is your heart to this? Because I don't feel it.
Well, some artists who drop a lot, or let me not say a lot, I'll say often. For example, who that comes to mind, whose music I actually enjoy, is Rod Wave. He shows his gratitude to his fans in a lot of his songs. Like, he's always talking about, like, thank y'all. Like, I can't believe I'm here still. Like, yeah, I'm excited for the music that's coming out in 2023. I'm going to a Janet Jackson tour, my first one. That's gonna be amazing. Miley Cyrus is coming out with the album.
I'm excited for that. I feel like Miley is one of those versatile people who can jump into any genre and be like, give me a track. And just lay it down. Like Drake. Like, as much as I hate to admit it, he just be putting on people accents and destroying the records. Like, and a few people can do that. And I feel like Miley Cyrus is one of those people. She is on her, Jay's on her feet. She did some punk rock stuff. And now what is she doing? Country?
I don't know, because the new song is like Bruno Mars, When I Was Your Man.
Oh, wow. Like a ballad.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of like a I'm good without you. I was good before you, I was good during you, and I'm still good after you type of song. Which, you know, everybody needs that uplifting, you know, just got out of a relationship type of song. And
it's hard to really be feeling whirlwinding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, not me getting in my feelings. Yeah, I feel like I can talk about music for 5 ever. Oh, wait, I just want to say this one thing. So, do you watch the Super Bowl, or are you going to watch the Super Bowl?
I only watch it when somebody likes is performing. So, like, they'll watch the TV, but I'll run in there when somebody's performing.
Right. So, this year, 2023, the Super Bowl halftime performance is going to be by Rihanna. So, is there any song that you are hoping that she performs?
Honda Replay.
Ooh.
First, she had to come out with that swinging. Pull it up. I don't think she can do that at the Super Bowl. Is that child friendly? Whatever. Diamonds. She definitely has to do that.
Yeah, Diamonds.
Umbrella. Maybe if she could bring Jay-Z out, that'd be beautiful. But he said after Super Bowl, he ain't doing that. I have other favorites I can't think of right now. I feel like all of my Rihanna songs are like the really messed up ones you can't sing on the radio, or like the sad ones.
I think that a lot of Rihanna's songs obviously there's like radio versions, or she can do like snippets. But a lot of her songs, when I think of a lot of Rihanna songs, there's a person that is featured in it, which is usually either Jay-Z or Drake. So I hope she does songs from every album, because she has at least one hit that everyone knows from every album. I'm not gonna be greedy, but I do hope she, releases a new song that's not related to a soundtrack of Black Panther. Even though I did love that song.
Yeah, I didn't know why people were talking about it. That was a good song.
That was not number 2 song most listened to on Apple Music.
Oh, wow.
Lift Me Up. And mind you, that song came out in like the end of the year.
Yeah, like November.
So I was sleeping to that song, waking up to that song. Any last music comments?
Play an instrument, just play it. If you sing, just sing, because you ain't never gonna be the best. Just do what you love.
Good advice. And I will actually think about that, because I'm trying to get back into playing the guitar with my right hand, because I only own a right-handed guitar, which is a typical guitar. Honestly, just discover more artists. Get into more sounds, feelings. That was the episode. Thank you so much, G, for joining.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me. I love talking. I love talking about music.
All right, everyone. Thank you all for joining us in listening to season 2, episode 1 of SHANIS Speaks, where the topic was music. Please check in for more episodes coming soon, hopefully. Thank you all for listening, and I will talk to y'all later.